The Deathly Hallows united. The Deathly Hallows are the only set of magical objects in wizarding history that could rival and even surpass the danger of Horcruxes. Unlike Horcruxes, which are created through the deliberate mutilation of the soul, the Hallows originate from one of the oldest legends in the wizarding world, the tale of the three brothers. According to the story, three brothers cheated death by creating a magical bridge across a river that should have claimed their lives.
And he felt cheated. Cheated because travelers would normally drown in the river.
In return, Death offered them gifts. These gifts became the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Invisibility Cloak. The Elder Wand is perhaps the most infamous of the three. Crafted from elder wood with a core of thestral tail hair, it is said to be unbeatable in battle. Any wizard who wields it with skill becomes almost invincible in a duel. Unlike Horcruxes, which offer a twisted form of immortality but do not make a wizard more powerful in direct combat.
Just saying, that's the Elder Wand. Most powerful wand in the world. With that, we'd be invincible.
The Elder Wand provides immediate, overwhelming magical superiority. Its danger lies not only in its strength, but in the way it incites violence. Possession of the wand makes a wizard a target, and its bloody history is marked by betrayal and murder. The Resurrection Stone carries a different kind of peril. It allows the bearer to recall shades of the dead, tempting them to linger on what has been lost. While it does not truly bring people back, it exerts a psychological pull that can unravel a person's mind. In many ways, this is more dangerous than Horcruxes, because Horcruxes corrupt the soul of one wizard, while the Resurrection Stone can destabilize entire families or even communities, keeping them chained to grief and unable to live their lives. The Invisibility Cloak, the third Hallow, may seem the least dangerous, but it represents a form of power even Horcruxes cannot achieve. True concealment from both magical and mortal detection, including death itself. When wielded by someone with malicious intent, it could allow for perfect assassinations, undetected infiltration, and manipulation without consequence. Individually, each Hallow is already extraordinary, but together they surpass Horcruxes entirely. The one who unites them is called the Master of Death. Unlike Horcruxes, which cost immense suffering and create a fractured existence, the Hallows appear to promise invincibility without immediate cost. That promise is the trap. The pursuit of all three can consume a wizard, corrupting them through obsession. This is why Dumbledore himself admitted he once coveted the Hallows, and why Voldemort's fixation on the Elder Wand nearly led to his downfall. The Cursed Opal Necklace. Among the many sinister objects sold at Borgin & Burke's, few have a reputation as chilling as the Cursed Opal Necklace. Displayed in a glass case within the shop, the necklace appears elegant and valuable, strung with opals that shimmer under the light. Yet it carries a reputation of causing no fewer than 19 confirmed deaths over the centuries, making it one of the most dangerous cursed artifacts in Britain. Unlike Horcruxes, which require deliberate contact with a person's soul to corrupt them, the Opal Necklace kills instantly and indiscriminately upon touch. Its lethality is absolute and unavoidable once contact is made. The curse woven into the necklace demonstrates the darkest kind of enchantment, one designed not to harm gradually, but to end life with a single touch. Dark wizards throughout history have used object curses in this way, placing fatal spells onto seemingly harmless or attractive items. This makes them particularly treacherous because the victim often has no idea of the danger until it is far too late. The Opal Necklace stands as the most infamous example of such dark craftsmanship, carrying with it an aura of dread even when viewed behind protective glass. Its notoriety grew further during the Second Wizarding War, when Draco Malfoy obtained the necklace as part of his desperate mission to assassinate Albus Dumbledore. Draco arranged for Madame Rosmerta, under the Imperius Curse, to pass it along to Katie Bell, a Gryffindor student. Believing she was delivering a gift, Katie unknowingly carried the deadly object, but the moment she brushed it, the curse overwhelmed her body, sending her into violent spasms. She would have died if not for immediate intervention and treatment at St. Mungo's Hospital. The incident revealed just how quickly and mercilessly the necklace could kill, making it a tool of assassination more reliable than even the killing curse. What makes the Opal Necklace more dangerous than Horcruxes is its lack of complexity. Horcruxes, while horrifying in concept, are inert until destroyed or tampered with. They pose a passive kind of danger tied to the creator's survival. The Opal Necklace, by contrast, is active at all times. Its curse does not fade, nor does it require a particular target. Anyone, from the most powerful wizard to the most ordinary Muggle-born child, would die from the slightest brush of skin against its surface. This impartial and immediate danger is what secures its place as one of the darkest objects in wizarding lore. The Hand of Glory. The Hand of Glory is one of the most unsettling dark objects in the wizarding world, not only for its grotesque origins, but for the unique power it offers. Crafted from the severed hand of a hanged criminal, the object already carries the stain of death before any enchantment is laid upon it. Dark magic is then worked into the preserved hand, transforming it into a tool that can be used for stealth and assassination. When a candle is placed within its grasp, the Hand of Glory produces light visible only to the holder, while everyone else is plunged into impenetrable darkness. This duality of illumination and blindness is what makes the Hand of Glory so dangerous. In the hands of a criminal or assassin, it provides perfect conditions for ambush. While the wielder moves with clarity, their target is left helpless, unable to see or defend themselves. In combat, this advantage can be decisive, allowing one person to incapacitate or kill others without resistance. In a household, it could turn a sanctuary into a death trap in seconds. Draco Malfoy made direct use of this object during his plot to kill Dumbledore. After purchasing it from Borgin and Burkes, he used it during the Battle of the Astronomy Tower to allow Death Eaters to infiltrate Hogwarts. When the Death Eaters emerged from the Vanishing Cabinet in the Room of Requirement, Draco used the Hand of Glory to give them light while the defenders of Hogwarts were disoriented in magical darkness. This moment showcased the practical threat of the object. It shifted the balance of a battle by granting an entire group of Death Eaters a decisive advantage. The Hand of Glory is more insidious than a Horcrux because of its accessibility and tactical value. A Horcrux is bound to its creator and requires dark rituals, soul mutilation, and immense magical knowledge. It is a long-term investment of power rather than a direct weapon. The Hand of Glory, however, is a ready-made tool of violence. It can be purchased, stolen, or passed down, and its effects are immediate. Moreover, it does not carry the risks of obsession or exposure that Horcruxes do. Its only limitation is possession. Whoever holds it controls its terrifying power. In this way, it is not only a dark artifact, but also a democratized weapon of terror available to any witch or wizard willing to descend into darkness. Dark Magic Tomes. While Horcruxes tie a single wizard's survival to an object, dark magic tomes carry a far broader danger: the spread of forbidden knowledge. Books such as Magic Most Evil, Secrets of the Darkest Art, and even the Half-Blood Prince's Annotated Potions book demonstrate the power of written magic. Unlike a Horcrux, which serves only its creator, these texts can educate, corrupt, and arm countless witches and wizards across generations. Secrets of the Darkest Art is perhaps the most notorious of these tomes. It contains detailed instructions on creating and destroying Horcruxes, knowledge that most wizards would never have conceived of on their own. The danger lies not only in the spells themselves, but in the way the book preserves them. Even if a dark wizard were killed, their teachings remain available to the next person reckless enough to seek them out. This makes the book a form of immortality through knowledge rather than through fractured soul. Magic Most Evil, found in the restricted section of Hogwarts Library, catalogs curses and spells too dangerous for general study. The fact that such a book exists within a school underscores both the need for knowledge and the peril of exposure. A curious student, like a young Tom Riddle, could gain access and set themselves on a path toward destruction. The mere availability of such texts risks repeating cycles of dark magic use. Even less overtly sinister books can harbor immense danger. The Half-Blood Prince's Annotated Potions textbook is one example. What looked like helpful scribbles in the margins turned out to be life-saving shortcuts and lethal spells, including Sectum Sempra. This demonstrates that dark tomes do not have to look ancient or forbidden to be dangerous. Sometimes they disguise themselves as harmless aids, only to deliver power that their reader is unprepared to handle. The threat of dark magic tomes surpasses Horcruxes because they multiply the problem. A Horcrux is tied to one wizard and can be eliminated through great effort. A book, however, can be copied, stolen, hidden, or reproduced. Once dangerous knowledge is written down, it can never be fully destroyed. As long as even one copy exists, the risk continues. This makes dark tomes a danger not to a single wizard's soul, but to the entire magical community. The Mirror of Erised. At first glance, the Mirror of Erised does not belong among deadly dark artifacts. Unlike Horcruxes or cursed objects, it is not imbued with lethal enchantments, nor was it created with malicious intent. Yet, it holds a form of danger subtler and more corrosive than any curse: the ability to trap its viewer in illusions of their deepest desires. The inscription carved around its frame reads, when reversed, "I show not your face, but your heart's desire." For some, that glimpse can be harmless curiosity. For others, it becomes a prison stronger than any chains. The mirror first appears when Harry Potter discovers it hidden in an unused classroom at Hogwarts. Looking into it, he sees his deceased parents standing beside him. The vision is so powerful, so emotionally overwhelming, that he returns night after night, desperate to see them again. Dumbledore later reveals that many have wasted away in front of the mirror, mesmerized by images of what they long for but can never truly have. Unlike Horcruxes, which cause external corruption, the mirror works from within, exploiting the vulnerabilities of the mind and heart. The true danger lies in obsession. For someone longing for power, it could show them crowned and worshipped. For one seeking love, it might present a perfect romance. For the grieving, it offers reunions that feel painfully real. Each vision tempts the viewer to forsake reality for fantasy. A wizard might starve at its feet, unwilling to look away or make reckless choices in pursuit of the life they glimpse within it. In the wrong hands, the mirror could also be weaponized. A manipulative wizard could place it before an enemy, knowing they would lose themselves to longing. Entire movements could falter if their leaders spent more time chasing illusions than shaping reality. Unlike a Horcrux, which requires complex magic and violence to destroy, the Mirror of Erised needs no enchantment to ruin lives, only the weakness of human desire. This is why Dumbledore moved it to a new location after realizing Harry's growing attachment. He understood that its threat was not measured in curses or deaths, but in wasted potential and shattered minds. For that reason, the Mirror of Erised belongs among the most dangerous objects in the wizarding world, its silent pull capable of undoing even the strongest witch or wizard more thoroughly than any Horcrux.